Welcome back, guys. I sneak peeked a little bit of this in my last tutorial, and I apologize for the sound in the background. There was like a fan sound going on, and it really bothered me when I listened to the video. So I want to apologize. It was a heater. It's cold in my apartment. Um, so I had a friggin' heater at my feet the whole time I was talking to you. So I'm so sorry. I am using some Iuilewatercolours, of course. Jeannie, I love you. I painted my rock black with acrylic paint. I did a gold outline around the edge, but I picked like pink, orange, yellow, green, blue out of the watercolors. So if you've got Iuilewatercolours or if you've purchased mine that I make here, that's what you end up with. And then I resin it and I let it dry really good, really, really well. And then we can paint whatever we want on it. So I'm going to doodle some stuff with gold and chat with you. And these are just super pretty. Like if they're laying on a coffee table in a little like wooden tray or something, they would look so pretty. I will be posting these and a bunch of others in my shop, probably either today or tomorrow. I don't really know. A little bit of paint. I don't have a lot of paint because I do not have the money to purchase pigment and make the paint for you guys right now. But I promise you, as soon as I can, I will be, because it's one of my favorite things to do and to share with my fellow artists who want to experiment with these watercolors on their rocks or their artwork of any kind. Ignore this, please. Don't ignore it completely, but I pinstriped it already, and I'm actually going to fill those leaves in with black and then pinstripe them with finer lines. So ignore that. We're going to fix that after. I promise you I'll show it to you. Oh, and Max wants to say hi. Hi, Max. Yeah, he gets loud sometimes in this little apartment that I'm in. It's very strange going from a house where everybody has their own space to a very small apartment. I'm trying not to get depressed over it. But it's hard, I think, for all of us, for Jax and for Max and for me. But anyway, we're going to be just fine. We're keeping positive. And look how I just wipe my mistakes off with my finger if I do something wrong over top of the resin. It's fantastic. It makes things easy breezy, beautiful. Resin girl. Art resin. Thank you, Art Resin. Not sponsored. So I'm just kind of doodling some cute little easy designs. Don't worry about being perfect. I'm using a sponge to put on like some bigger globs of gold here, which I'm going to remove some of that gold using a Q-tip. And then, wow, the traffic outside is very loud too. I apologize. I'm also going to, can you tell I'm Canadian? I'm going to say sorry again for the glare that you might see on part of these videos. Oh my Lord, I thought I cleaned my lens on my camera. And there's Max again. Hi, Max. Hi. How are you? You're good. So yeah, I apologize. There's like a smudge across the screen. And I'm Canadian, and so is Max. Max is also Canadian. So he and I would like to apologize for the horrible glare that you can see. I will hopefully fix that shortly for you. But back to the Q-tip. I took off some of the excess paint on those gold dots because I want them to dry faster, and I'm going to be filling them in with gold, with black, like this. Just like I filled in the leaves with black, I find out some of those gold lines. Like I made them a little bit finer by adding that black in there. We're going to be covering it with a UV top coat anyway, so it's not going to be black. If you like it black, you can definitely resin it once you're finished with all your black. You can keep it like that. It does look very nice. You can hear, say hi, Max. Oh, he's purring for you guys. He's happy. He's happy. So I've added a couple more dots up there, as you can see at the top right, letting those dry so that I can put the black in there too. Like I said, if you want to keep it black, but I will be using a top coat and then like a chrome powder. It's kind of like I guess it changes from one color to the next. It's kind of like a purplish, reddish, greenish yellow. I know. How does that even happen? It's multi-chrome. It's like a chrome powder. But you can use any kind of chrome nail powder, mirror powder. I will list in the description. I used to buy it all on Amazon, and it lasts forever. I promise you. See, look at this. It just won't stay focused. I did clean the lens, you can tell, but now it's not staying focused. What are they doing in the editing room? I am the editing room. I'm sorry, guys. I try to bring you quality stuff here. So now this one's flowers, I guess you could call them. The other two were more leafy, but this is more of a flower, I guess. So I'm going to fill these in with black. I'm going to speed it up because I know you're bored. And then let them dry really, really well before you either resin them, or maybe you want to put like acrylic glitter paint in there if you don't have the top coat. Like I promised, I'm filling these in with black, and then I'm going to pinstripe them real quick and let them dry. Then we go on to the chroming effect. Now in this video, you do not see my UV light, but it's a nail UV light. I will leave in the description of this video, as well as the top coat, the UV top coat. This stuff is like magic. So once all your paint is dry, you move on to your gel top coat. You put it right over top of all of the leaves and all the bits and pieces that you painted. You put it under the UV light. I like to put mine under for about a minute, and I would say I'll say about a minute and 20 seconds, just to be safe. I just want to be safe. You can go longer depending on the type of UV light that you have or the type of UV gel that you're using. Make sure you go according to that. You don't want to leave it sticky. You want it to be cured under that light. If you're familiar with using like a UV resin, this is the same effect. But I use top coat. I don't know if UV resin will actually give you that chrome effect, but this nail gel does give you the chrome effect. So this is kind of like icing a cookie. If you've ever watched people ice cookies, I put a blob of it in there, and then I just kind of swirl it around into the shape. Put it under my light. Make sure it's not sticky. And then you just scrub on over top of those pinstripes and everything. You're still going to see those pinstripes when you turn it a certain way. It looks beautiful. I found it too difficult to go along the pinstripes, but that's up to you. You want to do that. I like just kind of filling it in over top, and then you can still see the chrome, but the pinstripes underneath, and it just looks fantastic. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I love all that sparkle and shine. That makes me happy. So I've done that with all three. They look beautiful. I am going to resin them again, and then you're going to see them without this awful glare. Holy cow. I promise you, you're going to get a clear picture. I will see you shortly. Okay, so I have a very clear picture for you now. You can see everything. How beautiful are these? Like, so simple and easy. There's a process though, because you do have to do your background first and then work on your artwork on top and then resin it twice. So, there is a process. But if you like this, it's so worth it. Look at that. And I find that the more texture there is on a stone, that background glitter, it just shows up so much nicer. So the bumpier the stone, the nicer the texture afterwards, I find. This is a smoother stone, so you don't see all the little crevices and stuff, but they sparkle, those crevices. So I really like them. So it still looks nice on a smooth stone. And look at those pinstripes. You can still see them through that multi-chrome over top. So that's pretty cool. Keep that in mind when you're creating your artwork. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. As usual, I want to know. I want to know what you want to see too. So make sure you give me some ideas. I'm starting afresh, trying to keep inspired and inspiring others. And I can hear my cat. Hi, Max. Here is what they look under this lighting, but when you turn them, they change totally different and they look so delicious. You might have seen my post recently on Instagram or Facebook, how delicious these look. They do. I just want to lick them. They're like lollipops. But yeah, they look delicious. Even my son said that they make him want something sweet. And that's okay. Guys, do me a favor and keep painting. No matter how rough things get, just keep going. And I will be back very soon. Make sure you hit the like button or the share. It's a free way to help me. I will see you soon. Bye.